So I was on a call with this one guy. I was giving him some advice on how we could like lower his screen time and stuff. And I was giving him this very specific advice about how he should substitute his like short form scrolling with something different. And he immediately was like, "Oh yeah, I should substitute it with podcasts." So he's this like disciplined guy. He's very disciplined, building a business, everything like that. And his immediate answer was something disciplined. But that does not work. Why is that such a stupid answer? I'll get to that in this video. So he is not that disciplined version of himself when he is procrastinating. So there's basically like two different versions of you. There's the disciplined version of you who is doing the different disciplined stuff, and that's probably who you see yourself as. You see yourself as the disciplined you. You don't see yourself as your procrastinating you. But you have both sides of you. And when you are the procrastinating you, you can't do the activities that the disciplined version of you can do. So, for example, for this guy, when he was like scrolling short form content, he was not his disciplined self. So he couldn't just switch on. He couldn't just like switch on the like disciplined version of him and start watching a podcast. He couldn't just do that because he was not him. He was the procrastinating him. So I hope that kind of makes sense. So in this video, I will change your perception of yourself. I will change the perception of you, because in this video, I'll talk about why you should just act like a monkey and why you should just like view yourself as an idiot. So why should you view yourself as an idiot? Because obviously you are not an idiot. You are an intellectual who cares about like discipline stuff, etc., because you're watching a video like this. But you're not always an intellectual like you're watching on this video right now, because you have two different versions of you, as I just said. You have the disciplined version of you and you have the procrastinating version of you. So the disciplined version of you can you can do the work, you can hit a workout, you can go for the walk, you can chat with your family, you can watch an educational video like this. But the procrastinating version of you cannot do that, because what do you do when you are procrastinating? You probably watch short form content, you watch TV shows, you set up, oh yeah, I'm disciplined, I'm gonna set up app timers on my phone and I'm gonna delete Instagram. Then you just open up Chrome and you start scrolling from the browser, bro. You need to view yourself as an idiot. You can't think that you are this disciplined version, because when in actuality, when the procrastinating version of you pops up, your standards are too low. You accept the fact that you actually scroll, because if you didn't accept the fact that you were scrolling, you wouldn't be doing it. So it's all about just setting your standards higher. Like, what is my standard? I had a dream, bro. This is gonna sound so fucking weird, and I'm not even lying. I didn't plan on putting this in the video. I literally had a dream this night of me scrolling for a couple of hours straight, just like messing up everything, just scrolling. And I don't even remember why. It was such like a depressing dream. It was like, bro, I'm not even lying. I didn't script any of this. This was the dream I had this night of me literally scrolling. And then I woke up and then I was like, oh no, I didn't. Fuck yes. Fuck yes, I didn't just mess up this. Because bro, if the person who's making videos about like, oh yeah, this is how you don't scroll, and then he can't even control it, then who the fuck is he to talk about it, right? But I haven't really gotten any urges to scroll short form content for the past 7 months. So it's just, this shit works. So set higher standard for yourself. I cannot imagine myself. Obviously now I can because of the dream, but I cannot imagine myself scrolling because my standard is so much higher than that. It's like, you already do have standards. Like, for example, you probably have a standard right now which is like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna like sniff white powder, or I'm not gonna do stuff like that. I'm not gonna take like heavy drugs or shit like that, because your standard is higher than that. But why don't we take this thing that is probably more damaging to you, because you're wasting like 4 hours every single day on it, and you're fucking up your attention span, you're lowering your motivation to actually do the necessary work that you need to do. You're doing all of these bad things because of your screen time, but you still view it as something that's like, oh yeah, it's kind of okay, because like, oh yeah, it's just like a screen. It's just like a screen. So set a higher standard to yourself. And how do you do this? You do this by fuck, I kind of messed up this. Anyway, also that's another part of these videos. I don't edit them, because when I was like on my journey to improve and everything like that, the videos that actually helped me was just a dude sitting down in front of the camera, no edits, because what do edits do? They just distract you, bro. I hate when I was doing like some market research for this like whole space of like screen time when I was first getting into it 6 months ago, I saw people making videos like this, like, oh yeah, reduce the screen time, and then there's B-roll, and then there's sound effects, and then there's like background music, and then there's this thing and that thing and this thing and that thing, and they were just constantly distracting you and not really like providing the real value that the video was about. The only reason why you would watch any of these videos that I'm making right now is because they are valuable, because first off, they are boring. They're kind of well made. I'm trying to get better at the camera and the focal length and the background blur and the proper microphone and everything like that. But except for that, you're only watching these videos because of the education. And that's the only point of these videos. The only point of these videos is literally, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, it's literally just to give you so good value that you feel like not obligated, but that you're like, oh fuck, yeah, I'm struggling a lot with this. Let me give this guy some money and let me help me to actually resolve my problem. First thing in the description. So you need to set very clear boundaries in terms of your standards. So what could a very clear boundary be? A very clear boundary could be, I don't watch short form content on my phone, or I don't decide to watch it, because like when I'm in school and someone is like watching short form content and they like quickly show me something, I will watch it. It's not that big of a deal. I don't view it as, oh fuck, no, I can't see it. Like, I'm not trying to be weird about it. It's like, I just view it as, you know, you probably don't smoke. If you do, I'm sorry. But when you walk past like some strangers on the street or something like that, and you walk past someone who smokes, you kind of inhale some of that, and it was like kind of involuntary. You could have seen them from afar and then walked on a big like side path around them or whatever. But it was like, it just like happened to you. You didn't decide to smoke. You didn't decide to watch short form content. Someone just showed it to you and you didn't want to take the big like side path walk, whatever you want to call it, around them. So it's like, you didn't voluntarily choose to do that. It just happened to you. And that's the same way that I see like watching short form content. So you could just set a very clear boundary. I do not watch short form content at all. Like nothing. I don't watch a single piece of short form content. When some of my friends send me short form content, I don't watch it. It's that simple. I just don't watch it. And like some of my like business friends send me some like Instagram reel about like a specific thing about selling some specific that I was kind of looking after, right? And he sent it to me, and I was like, oh bro, I don't watch Instagram. And then he was like, oh yeah bro, but it will like help you. And I was like, I don't watch Instagram. It's like, it's that simple. It's just a clear boundary that I set for myself. I view myself as a monkey. I view myself as an idiot. I know that if I watch that first piece of content, I know I could technically, I could probably like control myself and not consume after that. But I just view myself as that monkey. I just view myself as, oh yeah, if I watch short form content, then I broke one of my boundaries. Too bad. I fucked it up. I don't do that. So it's also about like the binary actions. Don't keep it like subjective with screen time is another bullshit thing. I don't meant to talk about this. Screen time is so fucking stupid. You want to know why? Because you can be like, you can kind of be subjective about it. And I hate when something that you could be binary about and you're like subjective about it. And you're like, oh yeah, I was trying to reduce my screen time, but yesterday was like 8 hours and today I'm trying to get 7 hours and 55 minutes. If you're not a complete imbecile, you'll understand why that doesn't work, why you can't just reduce your screen time from 8 hours to 7 hours and 55 minutes. It doesn't work like that. The progressive deloading does not work like that. Situations change, days change, what your day got consumed by. You know this stuff, right? So just view yourself, like don't be deteriorating on yourself, because I still view myself very highly, but you are great. But you're not that great. Like you're not that great all the time. You can probably produce some very good work. You can probably hit a very good workout, but you're not that great, because when you are the procrastinating version of yourself, you're not that great. So again, there's the two different versions of you. There's the disciplined you, which is probably you at the moment. And then there is the procrastinating you, when you're like looking for an escape. You're looking for that quick dopamine. So just realize that you can do basically anything when you are the disciplined version of you. But when you're tired, you came home from a workout, you usually just sit on the couch and scroll, and then you do this thing and that thing. That is the procrastinating version of yourself. If you set very clear boundaries, a very clear standard for yourself, that would not be a problem to you, because it's like you don't do that stuff. You never do it. You don't have to You don't, as a person, have to, what is it called? Abstain from smoking. You don't have to abstain from like sniffing white powder. You don't have to do that because your standard is higher than that, even though you are the procrastinating version of you. So if you're an entrepreneur and you realize that the bottleneck in your business is your ability to just do the work, and you realize that screen time is the biggest problem for you, you waste hours every single day, you watch a TV show on the weekends, you watch on your PC, you do stupid shit, you just waste hours upon hours upon hours every single day. Click on the first link in the description. It's my one-on-one coaching. I will help you get to the desired position. If you don't get to the desired position that you want to get to, you don't even pay. So it's all the risk is on me. I basically guarantee that you get the result you want. And if you get the result that you want, you give me an awesome testimonial. So yeah, go take some action. Have a good rest of the day. See you, brother.